my name is Jordan Nimsho for the Philadelphia Business Leader Series. My guest today is Cass Bailey, CEO and President of Slice Communications. Thank you so much for doing the series.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Me too.
All right, let's just dive right in. Can you please explain the mission of Slice Communications?
Sure. So our mission is actually really to help other businesses grow by using public relations and social media. So we work with our clients to help them communicate what it is that they do, to help their companies talk with human beings, actual real people, in a way that helps them increase their sales or their brand awareness or their recruiting, whatever it is that they need to grow.
Okay, that's really interesting, actually. Can you tell us about your journey, how you got to your present position, like CEO and president? It's a big deal.
I guess, sure, it's a big deal. My background's a little different.
Okay.
I got a degree in international politics, economics, and philosophy.
And now you're here.
And now I'm here. I like to tell people that my path is one where anytime a window opened or an opportunity presented itself, I just said, sure, let's do it. Let's walk through that door. Let's see what happens next. So my degree was in that, and I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. So to figure that out, I decided to get a job at Ketchum Public Relations in DC, and I was working in litigation support there. And I decided I didn't want to be a lawyer, right? And I certainly did not want to be a litigator. So I moved to the United Kingdom, and I started working for a member of parliament there, and then eventually for the Tory party. When I returned back to DC, which is where I was living, and that's where I went to college, I was working in biotechnology-based economic development consulting.
You've done so much.
Well, no, and again, like that's a mouthful.
Yeah, really.
Right? Basically what it was is that we would go around to different regions of the world or of the country and tell them how to grow their biotech sectors. I really liked the policy side of that, and my background in economics and politics really made sense.
Yeah.
One of our clients was a nonprofit that's no longer around, but was in the Philadelphia area. And I decided to leave the consulting company and come and work with the client side and really try to help Philadelphia grow its technology scene and its technology industry. Because it was a small nonprofit, a small organization, everybody did a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. And because I had a little bit of PR background, they said, hey, you guys go ahead, be in charge of our PR agency and work with them and all of that sort of work, which I loved. And then I decided, hey, I really like what the PR agency is doing. Mm-hmm. Let's go do that. And so I did that for a little while, and that's how I really started to get my PR chops.
That's amazing.
I guess.
It's very, no, like you get a lot of props from me. Is that basically how you came up with the idea for Slice? Like this is a pretty different PR firm, I feel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So because my background isn't traditional PR, I was always looking at other things. I'm somewhat technologically inclined, one way or another. Like I kind of get technology, computers are my friends. Good. And so looking at what was happening in the market and what was evolving with social media, I kind of decided that, hey, this is the work that we're doing with our PR clients. We can use social media just as a different channel to communicate with people and to talk with people. And so that's how it came to be.
Yeah.
At the time, I co-founded this business with a business partner. Mm-hmm. And then we sold a majority of the business to a third party. Okay. And then over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago, I bought the business back. And I've been running it since February of 2014.
Good for you. That's wild.
Yeah.
Would you say the vibe from Slice is a complete correlation to your personality?
There are some things that I think come from my personality. Yeah. We are an aggressive agency.
I guess you have to be, right?
I'll say that. We work really hard as an agency. I take pride in working hard. But I think that we also are really a very curious agency. Mm-hmm. We ask a lot of questions. We want to get information so that we can help our clients out. So that I think comes from me. But there are other things about this agency that come from everybody else here.
Right.
That we are a very collaborative place. We are a very open place. We believe in transparency, and that certainly came from the group.
Right.
And there was one key person who ran our operations for quite a while, now runs our finance.
Oh, wow.
And she has made a huge impact on this business, and it's very much a reflection of who she is as well.
Wow.
She's a very open person. She's a very honest person. She's one of the most trustworthy people you will ever meet. And she's a very friendly person, and I think a lot of her personality is in this business.
That's amazing to have somebody that you trust so much to be in your business with you.
I'm very lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there typical challenges that you run into, like running a whole business? Like there has to be every day.
Sure. I mean, there are challenges, and I talk to the team about growing pains. happens.
Yeah.
We are growing as an agency.
Yeah.
Think about yourself when you were a little kid, right? Certain things would hurt or your back would hurt or whatever, and your mom would just be like, listen, it's growing pains.
You're good.
You'll get through it. It'll be okay. So there are challenges that we face with that. For instance, the amount of time we can spend with each other sometimes when there are many, many more of us changes.
Okay.
Right? The dynamic of the office changes. And all of that change can be hard, especially when the change happens so quickly.
Okay.
So I think that's one of the big challenges that we face, but having an open office environment, having clear communications about like what's going on with the business and how that's going to impact people, I think helps. But we're still always going to have challenges that are associated with growth.
Yeah, I feel like that's with any business. You're just going to run into stuff.
Yeah.
You said like you are basically a social media agency. What are the types of social media that you do?
So that's a great question. A lot of our clients will come to us and they say, hey, should I be on Instagram, for instance? And we say to them, well, it depends. What are you trying to do?
Right. Do you want to brand yourself in that way?
Right. And if branding and brand awareness is your big business goal and you want as many people as humanly possible to know that you exist, Instagram might be a great tool for you.
Yeah.
If the people that you want to know that you exist are also on Instagram.
Right.
However, if one of your big goals is to drive leads and to drive website traffic, Instagram's not going to help you with that.
Right, like click the link in my bio. Like it's not gonna. No one's gonna do it.
That's right. And the regular posts and updates like aren't going to have links, so you can't drive traffic to the website.
Okay.
Right now, there are some new tools and technology that are enabling purchase directly from Instagram.
Right.
So for some clients, that makes sense.
Okay. So it's just client based.
It absolutely depends on the client and what their business goal is.
Okay.
We don't want to sit here and say, hey, everybody should be on Pinterest because that doesn't make any sense.
What are you going to post?
Our clients that are in financial services shouldn't necessarily be on Pinterest.
Yeah.
But our clients that are in food or food service or sometimes even nonprofits, maybe they should.
Okay.
So if you look at the realm of tools that we work with, obviously Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Periscope, Yelp, YouTube, Snapchat.
Wow, you're everywhere.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah. I saw, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I saw that you personally were on LinkedIn. Do you believe that's something that all college students and recent grads should have? I have one.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Yeah.
If you care about your career, you should be on LinkedIn, period.
Right, because you're basically, it's your resume everywhere. It just, people could see it all the time. I learned everything about you from LinkedIn, basically. Right?
I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a good way to connect with people.
It really is. And it's a good way to showcase yourself in a way that isn't just a resume.
Right. Okay.
You have the ability on LinkedIn, and we're seeing a trend.
Okay.
So a trend is developing where on your personal LinkedIn page, at the top, the section where like you can basically talk about yourself.
Right.
Some people are still using this very like, Cass did this, and Cass did this, and Ms. Bailey did this. I'll be honest, my LinkedIn profile reads like that right now. But the trend that we're seeing is that people are using this as an opportunity to have a personal narrative.
Okay.
To talk about themselves in a way that they might talk in a conversation like this.
Okay.
And that adds a level of authenticity, a level of depth that doesn't exist when you're just looking at somebody.
Right, just like that like mission statement, like this is what I've done. Like that's so boring.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, when somebody puts a mission statement or if they put kind of like one line at the top of their resume, I'm like, I don't care.
No, you're so boring.
Right,
like have a little more. Right. I agree.
Or put it on your LinkedIn profile and direct me to go and check out your LinkedIn profile.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's where I can learn a lot more about you.
Okay. That's interesting. What kind of people do you bring into your firm?
Oh.
Like what do you want?
That's a great question. Our interview process is a little unique.
Really? Well, actually, I don't know why I said really. I totally believe that, for sure.
So I will tell you that we hire for culture first.
Okay.
The most important thing is that we find people that are good fits with who we are and who we want to be.
Okay.
And technical skills come second. Because technical skills, especially in our business, are changing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a very robust training program and continuing education program once somebody joins us.
Oh, really?
But they have to be a good fit for who we are as a place. And you'll probably hear a lot more people are hiring for culture first.
Okay.
So the things that we're looking at are the things that I talked about earlier. People who are aggressive, people who are tenacious, people who are open and collaborative. We're also looking for people who work fast and can adapt to change. That's incredibly important.
Right.
But we're also looking for people that are good problem solvers.
Okay.
People who can look at a challenge and say, okay, this doesn't beat me.
Yeah.
And we actually have part of our interview process where we give people a verbal puzzle.
Oh my God, like what? Can you give me an example?
I can give you an example. Okay, so here's the puzzle. Okay. So you've got 3 barrels in front of you.
Okay.
Okay. They're all closed. You can't see what's in them. You can't smell them. They all weigh the same. They all look exactly the same, all 3 barrels. 1 barrel is full of apples. 1 barrel is full of oranges. 1 barrel is full of apples and oranges.
Wow.
All the barrels are mislabeled. You are going to tell me to open a barrel. I will open that barrel. I will take out a piece of fruit. I will show you that piece of fruit. I will put it back in the barrel. I will close the barrel. Now you have to tell me which barrel is apples, which is oranges, and which is apples and oranges.
Like, I'm just like, what?
Right, and so in the interview process, we provide people paper and pen, so if they want to write it down or work it out,
however you're going to get to it,
they can ask questions. But what we're really looking for is somebody who is excited by
to figure it out, right?
Excited to figure it out.
Is there a right answer?
There is a right answer.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Maybe I'll encounter it one day in an interview.
Maybe, but it shows us so much about a person.
I think so too.
If somebody shuts down, if they're not excited, or if they're just like, first one's apples, second one's oranges, there's like...
You didn't try.
Right, they didn't try. They didn't care. Right. They didn't want to figure it out. And that's not the kind of people that we need here.
Okay.
We need people who are like, yes, this is a problem.
I'm going to fix it.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm going to solve it, whatever it takes. And by the way, give me another one.
All right.
That's really what we're looking for. So at a big picture, those are the people that are going to help us grow this company the way that we want to grow it.
That's amazing. What is the best part of your job?
There are so many great parts of my job. Yeah. I do love my job.
Yeah, there has to be.
I love what we do. I love that we can use public relations and social media to grow other businesses. I love that.
Just helping other people.
I love that we can help create jobs in this economy. I love that when we do our work right, when we do it well, when we do it strategically, other companies come to us and say, you are a big part of why we grew this year. I love that.
I love that too. Yeah, that has to feel good.
I also love when the team here achieves something awesome.
Yeah.
Right? Either for themselves, when they like learn something that they didn't know before, or if they read a book, or if they put together something for a client and it just really works.
Yeah.
I love that. That makes me super happy too.
Super proud mom, I feel.
Well,
right?
yes. I don't have any kids, so I don't know exactly what that's
I feel like your team has to be like these, like they're kind of like your kids. Like everyone's working together. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. All right, and my last question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a student considering a career in PR, social media, anything like that?
Okay, so can I give you 3 pieces of advice?
Give it to me.
Okay. The first one is make sure you're a good writer.
I agree.
I will not hire anybody. Like, we can't hire people who can't write. Not for PR, not for social media. And we do writing tests, actually, now, because it's so critical.
Every application that I've looked at, it's like, I'm going to say really good writing skills. That's so terrible.
No, it's okay.
Proficient writing skills. Like, yeah, it's all about writing. You need to know.
You have to be able to write. It's so critical. The second thing is that you have to be able to research.
Yes.
So if somebody comes here for an interview, if they're going for an interview anywhere, it is very important that they know to bring up to me or whomever, like, hey, I saw that you wrote a blog post on that.
Yes.
I saw that you guys just had this announcement. I saw that you're doing this. I saw on Twitter you're talking about this morning. Like, do that research and take it very seriously.
Show that you care about what they're about.
That's exactly right. And then the third piece of advice I have is show me. Yeah. So if you're applying for a social media job, what you should do at some point is go out and work with a nonprofit and do social media, develop a strategy for them.
Okay.
Work with them to execute it so you can come to me and say, look, this is what I did. Okay. It's not about what I can do, it's about what I have done.
Show me, don't tell me.
That's exactly right. And on the PR side, the same thing. Get involved with your local PRSSA chapter, do some work with them, and show me what you can do. Don't just tell me. Because to be honest, there are a lot of people that haven't taken that opportunity. And I want people, and we need people who take every opportunity that comes to them.
Okay. That's amazing. I feel like I learned. I learned on this interview.
Oh, I'm glad. That's great. Well, good.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
And thank you for watching.